Jesus. Oh, those are some cute emotes. Mega's got some. Those are pretty nice. Last minute Christmas shopping. No, not even last minute Christmas shopping. A couple of my family members got COVID and they can't really leave the house. So they had something they needed, and I was the only one available. So I ran out real quick to help them. So seems like everybody's okay though. That's good. I was a little worried, but seems like everybody's recovering. Got it for them. No, I didn't have to buy anything. I had to bring stuff. Christmas shopping's hard. I'm not good at it. Especially when there's not a lot of, well, there's a bunch of kids, but um technically I don't buy for them because not like my niece and nephew or whatever. So I'm very bad. Buying gifts is always difficult. Those emotes are adorable. Java's emotes are great. I'm so terrible at it. If you stuff everyone wants is like hundreds. Yeah, it's usually like one gift, right? One or two gifts. Or they're older and the only thing they want is money because you can't think of any actual gifts. And money's easy, right? But I really want people to be able to open gifts. Learn how to read. Oh. So I kind of like having like if I could think of something, but I'm not very good at it. Which translates to even role play because I can't think of anything fun or creative. But anyway, sorry for the late start. We're here. Uh yeah, true. I'm probably gonna end up doing it because my nieces and nephews are getting older. So, you know, they can't really buy them toys. They're older. They're in college. Toretti and the Pepe. Yeah, we might play a little bit of Toretti. For an hour or two. And then we'll switch over and do a little bit of Pepe. There at the barrier stuff is pretty funny. But it's not out of the ordinary. What's up, Robert? And let's be honest. People we have to suspend the belief that people have no common sense. Or they're not like conscious, I guess. I don't know. common sense. No, it's not about that. It's kind of about like the warnings give them the ability to counter it, I guess, in a PvP sense, right? Because once you warn them, they know what's coming, so then they can act accordingly with a strategy. If you want to think of it like a PvP match, right? Like, this is happening, so then we have these options to do now. So that's usually what happens, right? You know, you put down barriers, right? You put down these barriers, and people just want to push their buttons. They want to push buttons all the time. It's what people like to do, right? Imagine, even before the concrete barriers went down, imagine there being a bunch of just those regular police barriers lining a driveway, and you have cops with assault rifles in their hands, right? And you decide to walk up to it, and then start complaining that you get told to leave, or going in, doing something, and then having consequences to those actions, right? The only way that would make sense is if you completely suspend the idea of common sense, or you being a person with free will and being able to make your own decisions and think for yourself, right? And if it's either that, or it's a PvP thing, right? Where you're min-maxing every interaction in the PvP scenarios. That usually doesn't happen during non-major PvP events, which is kind of like the boosts, the vaults, the big ones, the 37 alphas, right? Those are PvP events. It's hard to get a lot of, I mean, you can get a bunch of roleplay in there. I mean, it's always fun to arrest people, and that's usually the only time a lot of the roleplay comes in, interacting with the cops. But in general, it's like going into a PvP match, right? You have to know you have to know driving, shooting, tactics, where to go, flanking, setting up with your teammates to do certain flanks, setting up to do certain maneuvers, catch the other guy, because I mean, it's GTA. The shooting and stuff is not the best, and we're playing with people from all around the world with million different pings all over the place, so it's going to be kind of wonky, I guess, where you might shoot somebody and they don't actually get shot, but I mean, there's desync, and then that's kind of how it is. So, but then it's hard to balance, I hate using the word balance, but then it's hard to balance PvP versus RP, because you have these scenarios which are fun. They could be fun, but to think that they're mostly RP is I don't know, it's hard to believe. I mean, you have to know the map. You have to know where to go, what alleyways you can go in, where there's stairs, where there's ladders, what jumps you can take with your cars, how to take it, how to min-max that jump to get better speed or to land it better. It's like a PvP event. So you mix that with RP, and sometimes it gets a little funky, right? People get upset because you get competitive in PvP, right? Playing League with people, they're gonna get mad if you're losing, right? Or you lose. You're gonna have friends angry at each other, yelling at each other, right? Because it's a competitive type thing. Even if it means nothing. I think that's, even if it means absolutely nothing. You play a normal game where there's no stakes, you're still gonna get mad when you lose, right? So if you're playing in NoPixel, and you're stealing a car, and you get caught because something shitty happens, right? Or you know, you're playing as a cop and you lose them because a cop isn't high enough elo at driving or knowing the map as well as you do. They're gonna get mad. Not that that's so, I mean, kind of, I guess it's excusable to a certain extent, but not, you know, it's role play, so you gotta, you know, it's not a competitive game in the first place. So you know, what do you do? The in regards to like stakes, it's like you boost a car, you're gonna get Grand Theft Auto, which is what, 20 months. You're getting cuffs, you're probably gonna end up at most getting 5 months, 10 months, which if you do it, which gives you 10 months to kind of relax from a big situation and cool down and almost like waiting for your next match, right? Before you go out there, it gives you a little time. I like the, you know, it's nice to have a little downtime. Thank you for the raid, Owen. Appreciate it. Can't wait to do some keys tonight. I streamed yesterday too, but yes, thank God it is, because it's going to be like 10 degrees. It's going to be, I think it might be 0 degrees this weekend. So thank God it is working. Yeah, it's going to be 10 degrees on Saturday. Rayla, thank you for the 31 months. Oh yeah, Thursday we are doing, well, you know, it's a Christmas with the St. Denis Steelers. But I am going to show this time 100%. Look, I played Pepe. I'm probably going to play some Pepe today. Little Christmas episode with the St. Denis Steelers. I've played Ike. I played Pepe. I'm playing more for Christmas. Plus, we're taking it a little easy this week. You know, for the holidays. So I want to branch out to do some different things. So I do need to make my appearances to as Toretti. No. Do you know the Purdy shuffle on the drums? I used to be pretty good at it when I was playing more consistently. I'm not that good at it anymore. I haven't played as much. And my ghost notes aren't that great. I don't have time for Dark and Darker. I got keys to run. Okay? Sorry, Laup. Ooh, that's pretty cool, Knight. High level. I think I'm 382 on my blood DK, or 380 on my blood DK ish, and then 383 or 382 or something on my mage. I got a lot of stuff I need to do. I've also had some shit luck with drops. Ooh. Well, Soups is playing Demon Hunter and Warrior. So I think he's got a pretty good item level. Playing Arcane. I'm gonna play Arcane this week now that it's not quaking. But I really want to try Frost out because I've been using it a little bit. I haven't played it much since the buffs, but it does feel like it's hitting considerably harder. From some of the stuff I was doing, some of the little testing I was doing today, early this morning and last night. So we'll see, but I'll probably do. I'll probably try Arcane out again today. But I can't believe you guys rather talk about WoW than my super hot takes on barriers. No. What is this about James Randall? My only question on the new barriers is what about James Randall? And when he eventually comes around and crosses the new barriers, will you shoot him or not? Wouldn't it be kind of funny if he walked into the barriers and just immediately gets shot? I think that's kind of funny. Nobody ever arrests him for the shit he does. But, you know, there's got to be a limit, right? Always got to be a limit. Because if you don't start any limits, people will just, you know, things will never end. You can only extend, quote unquote, extend RP. Garbage term, by the way. I think it's a terrible buzzword used to excuse garbage stuff from happening, or garbage stuff from keep happening. Hate that term. I like to use it ironically. It's a cop out. He shoots up CG. Well, that would be kind of third partying, right? I guess we'll just load in then. I think I've said my piece. But I've always kind of felt that way. Having no common sense feels kind of lame, right? Like trying to steal a car or rob a house or something, right? And then you run out of the house with stolen, you know that they robbed the house because, you know, they got stolen stuff in their hands. And you know, you tell them to stop once, and then you tase them, and then they're surprised. Like, you don't think that the cops are going to try to stop you when you're robbing a house? I guess the only other argument is like, how do you know it's not the owner of the house running out with the safe? Or how do you know it's not the owner trying to break into his own car? Well, if they run, it makes that argument goes out the window, because then they're definitely under arrest, right? But people don't want that because they want to be able to min-max the interaction, right? That's usually what happens, right? You need to stay stop so that they can know when to do certain things. Okay, they said stop. Oh, gotta call the the pickup car, or oh, they said stop, now it's time to take the drugs. Don't take them yet because you got time, and if you can get away without taking it, then you're good. But if you didn't, then wait until they say stop. Oh, they said stop once, okay, now we have to take the drugs because they're going to try to tase us now. Or wait, did they say they're going to tase us? No, not yet. Okay, then we're good. And we can keep running and keep biding time for the pickup driver. Oh, wait, they said they're going to spike the car? Okay, make sure you're going 5 miles an hour so we can drive over the spikes. You know? That's what it's for. You should know when you're committing a crime that the cops are going to try to catch you. You pit a cop car in a chase, right? You should expect to have something bad happen to you. But we have to warn people because we have to give them the chance to either leave or know when the next part of their strategy is going to come in, right? It's like a mini PvP event. You have strategy, you have a team, you have a map, you know where you're going to go, you know where you're going to flank, you know where you're going to take the cars, you know which jumps you're going to use, you know, and you organize it and with your team. And they're many PvP events, and people are very skilled at it. They're very good tactically. Because it is a video game. And people like to do fun stuff like that in a video game. Just the problem comes in when it's also an RP server, right? You want to know why it's a good example of like there being like a harder disconnect between those two? When you're in it's very difficult for a bunch of a lot of people, not everybody. Some people are very talented to be able to keep it going, at least for their voice and stuff. But a lot of the times what you'll see is when we're in a chase or we're in a big situation, you'll kind of drop whatever your character is for that time, right? Because you need to make the right call outs. You need to know what you're going to do tactically. You got to know what the strategy is. You got to know where you're going to go. You got to set people up for where they're going to go. And they'll kind of drop that thing and they'll make comms like they're playing League of Legends or Counter-Strike or I guess Valorant or whatever, right? That's a good example of why it's so difficult for a lot of these situations, especially when they get really kind of sweaty. So okay, let's play a little bit. I think I said my piece. Who cares? Let me make sure this is good. Where's PP? Guys, please. Can I do a wrong character? I said I was going to play some Toretti. I do have some obligations. You can't just like fuck off completely. Not fair. We'll do an hour or two and then we'll swap. Oh, I don't see the we do not care emo. I've seen it. It's a good one. Oh, Silas Grimmer's around. Look at this. Oh yeah, Roy I think gave me this machete because he's a nice guy.
Speak to you.
Hey Rose. Neat
What are
stuff.
you doing?
Just getting here, you know. It's a little late today. A late start. Getting some stuff. Do you think Silas talked behind Tere's back today? Silas? Oh, of course. 100%. That's all he does. He's a delusional man. Silas is almost as delusional as playing WoW with Thrive. Oops, no. I was talking about his character, Silas. All right. What do I need? I need armor. How many? 2, 3. Oops is actually well, he does. He does do pretty good DPS. The only problem is he also doesn't do mechanics. So, and then complains about every mechanic because it doesn't let him just DPS. Usually what happens. Okay. All these cute things. Hey, Dragonflight's pretty fun, man. If you need something to do, and there's not much else, but I heard that Dark and Darker game's kind of fun. Dragonflight's pretty good.
You're just getting sorted out, but I was wondering if you had that Crambit.
We gotta ask Shelby. I cannot remember where it is.
I asked her earlier. She said she had no idea.
Shit. Okay, give me a second. I think I might know. Where did I put him? Did I put him somewhere? Did we give them all out? Okay, it's not there. I put it in like SDSO Karambits. Or is it SDSO FTO? SDSO FTO. Like I don't feel as bad if Shelby can't remember either. Well, look, I'm not the only one that can't remember where we put him. I can't remember if we gave them all out though. There was a lot of them, but I can't. Oh my god, did we put it in the place where we put the how would she know? Because I told her. I'm pretty sure we. What the hell? Oh, it's not there. What the hell was all that? Oh, I got it. Hell yeah. Blonde, thank you for the 54 biddies. Appreciate it. All right, found him. There you go.
You remember what we were talking about yesterday regarding like ideas for Shelby? I thought of a great idea.
What's that?
So in Mirror Park, there is like a little Christmas holiday marketplace. I think it'd be really cute if you guys went and like walked around it. You can like apparently like there's little shops and everything. Might be nice.
That would be nice. It's at a Mirror Park.
Mm-hmm. It's by the lake. I walked around it this morning.
Nobody. Well, you know, no one really. Okay, I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, no one will shoot me.
I mean,
I could bring
just
some.
like a holiday, you know, thing. I don't think people will be too aggressive, you know.
Oh,
Be
well.
kind of Grinches if they did anything.
Sis is kind of a Grinch.
Anyways, it was just an idea, you know.
It's a good idea. We will do that.
Chris and I also got you and Shelby something for Christmas.
You didn't need to do that.
Well, it's
Chris!
You'll like it.
Meech!
It's at my house though. Are you gonna be around tomorrow or excuse me, it's at Chris's house, as he likes to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be around tomorrow.
Okay. Or I can just give it to you, but I just need a ride home.
Do you don't want to do it with Chris around?
I don't know when he'll be around.
Ooh.
So
What about Friday?
Yeah, we could do Friday.
Okay. Friday's better because
after the meeting, I guess. Maybe I can get him to be around for that.
Yeah, that's perfect because then we can. Yeah, let's do that Friday because I'll be around. Gotta give my
We'll plan for Friday.
son his present, so
I beg your pardon?
I have to give my son his present later. I don't know. I might do it today. I don't know.
What'd you get him?
An
attitude adjustment?
He does need that. Yeah, something like that. I'll tell you once we give it to him.
Okay.
He is kind of a jerk lately. I don't know what's going on. Well, you know, been watching those YouTube videos about women, so.
Yeah. I'm waiting to talk to Cooper. I got him a card, but he won't look up from his computer downstairs.
Oh, I wonder what he's doing. Better not be wasting all our money. Hello. God, I'm hungry.
Anyways, nice to see you.
And nice to see you. Let's see what's going on with Silas. I don't want to say what I got him. I don't want to be mad at.
What the hell? Big T, help. Help, Big T.
What happened?
There's no help where you're going. Got myself a couple of snowballers.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like you can handle that one. Gross.
Yeah, I'm arresting them.
Don't think that's illegal.
What do you mean? They assaulted a man with snowballs. That is illegal.
Oh, okay. You said something different. My bad.
What else would you call someone chucking snowballs at people?
Oh, are you charging?
Snowballers.
Sure. Yeah. What are you charging with? Assault with a deadly or
assault with a it's probably just assault and battery.
Okay. Yeah.
Snowballs are deadly weapons now.
You can
come on, Big T.
You can articulate anything being a deadly weapon, Silas.
Well, I am a genius. That's true. I can articulate anything, any period.
Technically, anything that's not your fist could be articulated as a deadly weapon.
My fists are deadly, so.
Good luck having that hold up in court.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
You know, you missed the command meeting.
To give you something before
command
the present stuff.
Yeah. Not good.
Oh, hold on. I missed a very important meeting. What was that? Sorry.
I appreciate you too, Rose. Thank you. Do you want me to talk to you in a bit?
No, it's already over. It doesn't matter. I missed it because I just got here. What was up?
I got our holiday cards printed.
Oh, awesome.
Well, I need to go print them right now, but I have them all done. I just have to print them.
Oh, awesome. Do you want me to meet you over there or something?
Yeah, if you want to, and you can see it. And then I have one other thing to give you that I've already given everyone else.
Okay. Yeah. You want me to meet you down at that place? What is it called?
Yes, pastels.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll come down there in a moment.
Yeah, I'll leave the door open so you can go in there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you some bite.
Bye-bye.
There's no one named Kyle Rogan in the MDW. You're making shit up.
I'll call you back in a second, Silas. He has my car.
Hey, Dan. This is Cooper from the SDSO, by the way. I had a question for you. I heard something about you going for the docs for one of our deputies, so I figured out to inquire. What's going on?
Stupid liveries. All right. I guess I'll drive this for now. Snowing. Docket Dan at it again. This is out of gas. Pepe was a lie? What? I don't get it. What do you guys want? Do you guys want Pepe? Do you want me to never play Toretti now ever again? It's like I can't even go on this character anymore. I'm playing Pepe later. I need to be on this I wasn't on the server at all yesterday. Is that DuPont? It is. Argue about the barrier. Who am I gonna argue?
Sorry about that. Bye. Hello? Did you talk to me?
No. Why?
You did not say hello to me.
You were on the phone and you were just standing there. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
Yes. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Today, I wish I was in your meeting. Today, I wish that for the first time ever.
Well,
it was something.
What happened?
Barriers talk.
Oh, the barriers.
Oh no, man, it was bad. Dan ended up insulting everyone. Peak was screaming at everyone.
Dan is a piece of shit. You're right.
It was crazy.
I hate Dan. Yeah.
You hate him?
Dan? Oh, absolutely. He's trying to kill cops.
No, not Dan.
Oh.
Dan.
Oh, Dan. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, did you know Dan Faley got promoted to sergeant yesterday? I gotta go.
Well, I appreciate Malton for making it making sure that Silas and nobody in my department ever leaves with that one. So that's good. It was very nice of him to do that. Sorry for griefing you yesterday, but at least you got a bank job. Listen, I was going to talk about this, but there's something really, the one thing I really like, does SDSO not abide by the barriers? Oh no, we run through them. We put them down everywhere we go and we leave them there. I love being not at the top. I like playing Pepe because I can just be yes sir, yes ma'am, hey boss, I just like that. I don't need to be at the top on everything. So it is enjoyable to do stuff like that. Also, it's going to be really nice to really see if I can grief Vigors a little bit with like he does when he's on Vingle. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I'll be playing them. I'll be on them in a couple hours, maybe sooner. You guys can't hear the audio in the game. Oh, don't worry, Craig. I got some ideas for how to get them. Hey, Silas.
Hey, you got a package at the SDSO.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I signed for it for you.
Thank you. I'll be over there in a second. I gotta go grab something down here.
Okay.
And then hey, I just ran into DuPont.
Yeah.
She told me that Malton promoted Dan Faley to sergeant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, DuPont said Malton did it?
Oh, well, it wasn't her because she couldn't even say it without laughing.
Well, interesting.
Yeah, it definitely had to be Malton, so.
That's interesting. I want to actually question him about that
Yeah.
decision making of his.
Well, you know,
seem right.
it's not something I would ever do, so.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm glad I'm the same rank as that asshole. Go get your package. Also, apparently now Pooper decided to show his fucking face. I need to talk to you too. It's important.
Okay.
Because we have someone pulled a pretty heinous shit apparently.
Oh, a B&E. Shit. Okay.
Damn it.
I'll be up there soon. I've got to. I gotta grab something, and I'm coming.
Yeah, whatever. Grab that.
What? Where am I? Hello? Am I in the right place? Where the fuck am I? I don't think I am. I think it's the front door. Ah! I thought she's gone in there before. Is it here? Is this it? Hello?
You were in the right place.
I was? Oh, it was locked. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that I had the other door locked. I still have to print it because I messed up one of the pages.
Oh, okay. I'm coming.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Every vendor guy with headphones is. Oh. A cute outfit, honey.
Thanks. I was giving gifts. Oh.
It looks so.
Well, I print these.
Funny.
There's a couple things I want you to open.
Yeah, that's very tight. I'm just gonna focus this way. Was it not supposed to be in the dryer?
Are you shitting me? Was not
That-
supposed to be in the
That shirt? Well, what this whole thing?
I'm wearing it as intended. Okay, go in my pockets. And the two that have your name on it while I go and work on that.
Okay. So no one can see it. Go like this. Inappropriate. Do you want me to open them right now, or should I hold on to them?
Yeah, I have more things on Friday.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Let me just. Okay. Huh. There's a lot of. Why so much? So. Why'd you tie so many knots?
I wrapped them really nicely, and I want you guys to take the time to appreciate it. And that is my gift that comes back to me is by this.
Oh, you. All right. Yeah. There's just. I didn't know you were so good at tying knots, and it's a little tough. I think this knot
I'm
is.
really good at it.
Yeah, this. Okay, this knot is. Oh, this is. You know those. Oh, yeah. I think you pulled this one a little too tight. It's just like a ball now. I can't. I'll get
We'll
it.
just
I got it.
work
Let me
your
just rip
fingers
it.
in there. What do you want our Christmas cards?
What the hell
to
is she
say
saying?
On the
Jesus
top?
Christ. Merry. No, we can't. You gotta be careful. Happy holidays.
Oh. I put
Uh-oh.
Merry Christmas for one of them.
That's. Hopefully that's okay, right?
It should be fine.
We're not gonna offend anybody. Oh, look at this little thing. The doll.
Yeah, open the second one. Which one? Wait, which one is it?
It's the one. It's like a little doll, limited edition.
Yeah, which one is it?
It's of me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm just more knots. I'm it's like tying my shoe like 12 times.
Fine. You just not want the rest of the gifts that I
didn't say that. I'm just saying I'm sorry it's taking so long.
I may have been really tired and when I was wrapping them.
Shadiko, if you're here, please
That's what mine
play
is. I
cop so you
wanted
can shoot
pages
people.
long.
Oh,
Okay,
look
well,
at this one. It's a
Buzz.
and
It's one of
they got
both of
they got
us
the
together.
bobbleheads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's adorable.
Yeah, that's not all the Christmas there is though.
Really? You got more for me, honey? I have to do that. This is makes me look so makes me look bad.
Now go and grab one of the
I'm gonna
top
draw her a
Christmas
picture.
cards. One of them.
Okay.
And then you can take as many as you want if you want to hand them out.
Oh, okay. These top ones, the holiday card.
Yeah.
How
the
many
one
do you
down
want me
below
to
is
take?
How many as you want.
I took 15.
There's 100 there, right?
Okay, I'll take 25. Should I take more? I'll take 30.
Okay.
35? 40's good. I'm good. 40. I'm good.
Yeah. I gave everyone else Cole and Coco, and then their Funko Pop if I already had it made.
What the hell? Oh, this is so cool. Oh, the horse! Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh, it came out perfect.
Yeah, I had someone else work on it.
The
and then I
chick,
just,
the little
did the
chickens.
envelope.
The horse. Oh my God, it's everybody.
Did you see both cards in there?
No, I haven't gotten there yet. Oh. Yeah, this one's. You think we should give people this one?
Well,
The second one?
It's like a Christmas thing from both of us. Like, we have our family one, and then, do you not want that in there?
No, I don't mind it. I do like. No, you are hot, so.
You sure you're good with that one?
Yes. Look at my hot ass girlfriend.
Are you shitting me?
Oh,
Burbido,
also,
thank
I
you.
laminated
That's
three.
awesome. Did you do that? Because it's amazing. What's this?
Yeah, in my pockets again. My obvious pockets that I have on me, right?
What is it? Which one? The laminated?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I got our pictures laminated.
is this open? Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
This one's so good.
Grabbed one of both of them, right?
Oh no, I was looking at, I was
have
seeing it. I wasn't sure if I could, you know, use it. You want me to, I could take them both?
Yeah, you can take them both. I had a
Perfect.
couple copies made.
Thank you.
Also, Rose was asking about the Karambit locker. I didn't even know what locker.
I
you put
found
those
it.
in.
I got everything. This brain, it's like a supercomputer. I remember it all. Like a solid state hard drive.
Well, you didn't really help yourself by not telling me where you were putting them, or else I would have been able to
I
help.
could have sworn I did.
No, you didn't, because I didn't even get one of those Karambit.
Oh, I'll go get you one. Wait, you didn't get one? You didn't take
No.
one? Oh, okay. I thought
No,
you
because
took one when we got them all.
and then no, because you
Oh.
took them all and then you put them away.
I
but
got
never told
distracted.
me,
Okay. It's in
like
941.2. Want to grab one?
Okay, I'm off duty right now.
All right. You want me to go grab you one?
Sure.
Okay. Because I got to go talk to Silas. He says it's extremely important. So if you want to meet me up there, I'll give you the Karambit or
Okay. Are you sure you want the one of both of us in there? Because I can take that one out.
No. That's fine.
I'll send you the hard copies though.
I love you could hear the bells.
I jingle.
I hear that, yeah. Where's
Rick is very mad because I gave him coal.
you gave him coal?
Yeah.
Well,
It took
that's
him 2 minutes. Well, he got hot cocoa also, but it's
oh, okay. Well, he got the hot cocoa.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, honey. I'll Rose said she has something she wants to see. I was gonna see her on Friday. So
Okay.
Said-
What
was at
time
her house.
Friday so we can make sure Pelbus we have our family thing with all the gifts that I
probably later at night.
okay.
Well, not too late, but you know, probably like maybe 3 hours from now. We'll see.
You're not gonna be stuck at the computer reading things?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hold on. Doing it Friday? I don't think we're. Oh. Oh my God. Damn it.
Unless you want to do it later tonight.
We'll do it an hour, like 2 hours from now then
Okay.
on Friday.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, because I have other things. So there, you have Christmas cards you can hand out if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go give one to Silas.
Okay.
All right. I got to go meet him for whatever this is.
Sounds good. Bye.
Oh, fuck. Forgot about that. Well, I guess I'm not raiding on Thursday. That's okay. St. Denis Steelers takes priority. Sorry.
Hello.
I'm on the way.
Well, Jesus, Big T, you better hurry up, because your package is your package is a person, and they've been
What?
freezing. outside.
Why you're leaving them outside? Okay, I'm driving this. All right, don't tell
They
anybody,
can't come
but
in
I
until you
just
sign for it. So
I
I
just
can't.
kick-
What do you want me to?
okay, I kicked on the turbo, so I'm on the way. I'm on the highway. I'm on Los
Well,
Santos
don't
Freeway.
speed.
I got my lights on.
Oh, it's not really. I don't think there's a reason to have your lights on.
Oh,
It's
okay,
just
then I'll
bad.
slow down. All right.
Yeah, 75. You know the drill. I don't want to go to Big C with you, speeding down his highway. He's not gonna like that. Whatever he comes around again. So maybe I don't know,
Right.
3 weeks. You think?
I think we can do that though. I think he allows us to. He just doesn't want other people doing it.
Isn't that kind of hypocritical? It's pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, what are you like?
We're trustworthy. He knows we're not disrespecting the highway by doing it. We respect the highway because we respect him.
Abuse of power, Big T. I don't want to have to. I mean, I'm co-lead of IA, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yep. Co-lead of IA.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yep.
why you sound like that. I'm co-lead of IA.
Who are you co-leading it with?
Like 7 or 8 other people.
So everybody so it's like a co-op. Everybody's the lead of IA.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I'm not
Got it.
co-lead. There's no one above me, so therefore I am co-lead.
I thought co-lead would mean isn't that more of like a 2 people thing?
Wrong. Has nothing to do with 2.
Okay. All right. Sure. I'm getting off the highway now. I'm almost there.
All right.
I'm gonna starve to death. Octavius Bass is oh no, 423 isn't Bass anymore. Who's 423 now? Odo. All right. Oh,
Hey.
Mr. Toretti.
how's it going?
It's going all right. Can you sign here?
Oh, absolutely. Dodo, huh? I'm the
I heard.
spokesperson for the.
Maybe that's who sent this for you because it don't have a.
Oh, really? You think they?
Yeah, return
Is this like a
address.
thank you for all the?
Maybe. All right. Now sign 1 second here. No. It looks like you're to have a sexy set of a time. Ooh.
What?
Hey, there they are.
Hey, Stripper Ricky.
What the hell is this?
Putting the ho 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 in the holiday.
All right.
Someone's been a naughty boy. Let's stuff those stockings.
Oh,
Yeah, stuff me.
I got my list. I'm checking it
Oh.
twice. Oh, you've been naughty, not nice.
whoa.
Oh, Big T.
Merry Christmas.
What- Silas, is this from you?
Oh, I don't know who sent you this. I don't know why. I mean, I'm starting to think you did this yourself.
I
You
did-
sent yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe this whole Christmas thing isn't that bad.
I mean,
Oh my
if Shelby
God.
heard about this.
Yeah, not a good
No,
look.
no, no.
Big D. You're,
No.
You hired a
No,
stripper for
I didn't
yourself.
hire. No.
Perfect.
Okay,
We
no.
got the pictures and all.
No pictures, please.
Yeah, not a good
Can I get a
look,
copy
Big
of
D.
this?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, how much for a copy? Yeah, we're gonna need.
Okay, hold on.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Silas and I definitely.
Merry Christmas. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome to Red.
Oh, you get a tipper or what?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me get some. I need
Just
to.
throw it at me.
Well, let me get some. I need some
Ready.
cash. I don't know how to throw money at people. Isn't it like
Oh,
throw
yeah,
cash
yeah.
or something? Roll cash?
Yeah, no, I gotta get the right. I gotta get the right.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
You can call me Flossie. Flossie?
Oh, you got a temper or what?
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Come
here's
on,
your.
Come
Hit
on.
me.
Hit
Oh,
me.
that's my taser.
What the? That's
No, that's my
Oh,
taser
someone's
too.
getting kinky.
Pixie. That's far too kinky.
Okay, I not.
Kinky for a man in
No,
a
here you go,
relationship.
ma'am.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
what
thank
was
you.
it?
Oh,
That was
All right.
like really good timing.
Okay, thank you. For this. Who sent this?
Pretty awesome.
You know who sent
I'm
this?
not quite sure.
You're not sure who sent
I'm
this.
just happy to be here.
Oh, thank you.
Just happy to be
Yeah.
That's a good
Appreciate
one,
it.
ain't it?
Okay.
Wait, I didn't see it. I want to see it.
That's a
We
real good one.
appreciate the.
you look pretty happy too.
I'm not happy at all.
Look at him, give it
I'm
that.
not happy. Okay.
I need that.
What is that picture? I can't see. I don't want to see it.
That's
I
a
want to see
good one. Look at him.
Yeah, throw that thing up again.
I never seen someone so happy before. Look at that.
Oh my
Got
god.
He's so excited.
So filled with joy.
Not. I'm not.
You're so
Hey, listen. I need to listen. Something just happened. This was not. I came up to SDSO, and they had a package I had to sign for, and it was like a stripper.
You ordered it.
I didn't order it,
Oh.
and they took pictures. I don't know who sent it. They said they don't have any record of who sent it.
Who took pictures?
The guy who the MC was, this guy was like the MC from a strip club. He was like, hey, who's naughty or nice? Check. It was, I don't know. Listen, I had nothing to do with this. I tipped her because I felt everyone made me feel bad, like I was an asshole, so I had to give her money. But I had nothing to do with this. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you're apologizing. if
Because
you
I think
have
they're
anything
gonna.
to do with
I
it.
just wanted to get ahead of this before something bad happens, because I'm sure it's gonna be up
No,
up
before
on
someone came up and said that you ordered a stripper to strip for you inside of SDSO
And-
and twisted it that way instead of you just telling me.
Yes, so that's why I wanted to get ahead of everything. I didn't pay for this. I had nothing to do with this. I don't need a stripper,
Well, I mean,
honey.
technically did pay for it.
Okay, okay, you're
Stripper.
right, but I had to. I had no choice. Listen, if I didn't, I felt like an asshole. This poor
I
lady
get
is.
it. I get it. I would have done the same.
I feel bad. They made me throw it at her too. If it was not, was not comfortable with that.
No, I know. Oh,
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I believe you. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Fantastic. Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good
Thanks,
luck with
Reggie.
your doctorate, ma'am. Hope you make it through.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Isn't that what you're doing? Isn't that what this?
What?
Oh, you're
she
not.
does this for
You're not in
fun.
school. Oh, okay.
I'm just having
All right. Well. All right. Well, enjoy. Every.
Have
Thank you.
pizza. Have pizza. on
I don't
Friday.
have. That's Friday.
Dude, it's
On
Wednesday.
Friday.
It's Woo Yeah
Pizza.
Wednesday.
Oh, it was Flossie. She
Wait.
was doing it.
Wait, you're
Hey.
doing something with her on Friday?
No, she asked for pizza again.
Hey, Big T, I gotta talk to you about
Oh,
something
okay.
when you're done.
Yeah,
with
let's
strippers,
go.
okay?
There's no strippers. I'm done with the strippers, Silas.
Big T,
I need money. I need
Oh,
food.
Not a
Silas
good
is up
look,
to
not a
it.
good
Okay,
look,
yeah,
not
I
a
get that.
Yeah,
That makes so
and
much
Cooper.
more sense. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I trust you. I know that you wouldn't do something like that to me, right?
No, of course not. Why would I?
I mean, you could see through the elf costume, right?
Yep. That's. I could. Aren't you cold? Well, you are. You are cold. I know you
yes,
are.
Yes, I am. Okay, I will see when you get home because I'm spreading holiday cheer right now.
Yeah, okay. Goodbye. I'm getting on Pepe. I can't. What is going on today? All right. Apologies.
Yeah, maybe might want to do something with the bananas. Still have we? We're
Well,
still
Keon,
here.
I've been asking Keon to clean it up, but he hasn't done
Well,
shit. I haven't seen
I'm
him.
hiring a new janitor,
Okay.
Paul Costello.
Are we sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, it's Carmine's brother.
Yeah, you should.
Oh
Do
God.
you think that's a good idea?
Yeah,
What's up,
I talked
Kate?
to him. He seemed like
He's done. He's actually did a pretty good job last time, but he is very expensive.
last time. You've hired him before?
No, somebody. I think Willie did. But he charged like $15,000.
He wants
Ooh, that's
27K a week.
No,
Ooh, that's a price.
not
Well,
a
if he's actually
chance.
gonna clean. I said his first job is to clean up all the bananas, so we'll see if he gets the job done.
I'm not paying that guy $27,000 a week to be a janitor.
You know what happened?
What?
Keon tried to arrest Paul, and then Keon lost in a bench trial.
He's kind of a big L.
Yeah, huge L actually. Anyways, we need to talk about Colt Shepard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a report by Dan. If you want to find the report, just type in Dan because I
Dan
tried typing in
or
the report
Dan?
number. Dan.
Dan.
Oh, it's a
Bailey, the
report. Of course, it's
sergeant
not.
of the VPD, the sergeant of the VPD.
It's 67102.
Yeah, I
Just
put
Incident
that in
report?
my MDW.
Yes,
it didn't show
incident
up.
report.
So
67102. It's
if you can't see it, just type in Dan. I typed in that, couldn't find it. My MDW wasn't working. Anyways,
I got to do MDW stuff.
essentially what
Probably.
happened was at a wedding or something.
Well,
This guy was pissed because another guy took his cool line at the wedding. It's like if Pooper gave a eulogy instead of me and was stealing from my eulogy, I would be furious too. But the guy made a criminal threat, so Colt put him in cuffs. And while in cuffs, Dan overheard Colt and the suspect talking, and the suspect said, "Let me go. I'm gonna go kill that guy." And eventually, Colt actually uncuffed him and then dropped a gun for him. And then the guy went to go shoot the guy. And now Dan wants to charge Colt with accomplice to the murder for uncuffing and giving him the weapon.
yeah, it's attempted first degree, so it's not really a good look.
have you talked to Colt about this?
Yeah, let me just. Yeah, where is he? Was he down the hall to the left? What do you mean? No, of course not.
No, we haven't
I haven't
DNA
seen the
back.
guy in months.
Did Dan talk to Colt?
Dan
Apparently,
hasn't had
he
the
w-
chance
they were,
yet.
They were both there though. Dan saw the whole thing, and
When
he
did
came to me.
you're telling me the Sergeant Dan didn't do anything at the time of this incident?
He didn't. Well, here's what he came to me. And all I know is he's not pushing anything yet. He wants to know what the SDSO wants to do. And as the sergeant of the SDSO, I made the call that we were going to have another SDSO panel, and we just need to set it up so
Right.
all of command can be there, and then Dan and Colt will be there giving their side to the story. I know Tessa's a witness. We can bring in the victim. I want to question actually Tessa and the victim.
Oh
just to
my
see if they
God.
heard anything or know anything.
Why?
Dan
This
is
can't
giving
be
us.
serious. This can't be true. There's
He's
no
not
way
pushing
this is
it
what happened.
until we say it's okay or we agree or disagree with what he's doing. We're doing the panel first. He's willing to wait the full 60 days to give us enough time to get this thing, figured out.
Yeah, so we have ample time after the holidays.
We have ample time. Yeah.
Also, what Dan told me when I spoke to him was that he sent Colt away from the scene after this incident just because he was snooping around, and Dan didn't want him to actually, try and pick up evidence or whatsoever.
Why didn't he just? He should have been suspended on the spot. What was Dan doing?
I'm telling you.
I don't think
was
Dan wanted
just-
to step on any toes. I
What?
think that's
Okay,
more-
that doesn't make any sense. He's a sergeant. You see a guy who's dropping a gun for a
Was
criminal.
this before or after his promotion?
It doesn't matter. He's a corporal then.
Well, he did. Not what he did. If you want to question him, go ahead, give him a call. I'm telling you right now, he is not pushing the accomplice to attempted first degree murder until we say, we get our shit figured out first. So obviously, we need to talk to Colt, get his side of the story. Don't know when anyone's ever going to see him, though. I want to do a panel with Colt and Dan. and see, give their side of the story. We can ask questions. We can figure out what we think.
Yeah, Colt is very late into my shift, but even then it's pretty sporadic that I actually see him. He doesn't come around all too often.
Comes around more often than our
okay.
high command and lieutenant.
How do you know?
Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself.
Okay, because I had more hours than you. On duty.
Well, hold on. When I mumbled high command, you're
Are you
like
talking
high
about?
command?
Hold on.
I'm talking about
You're not
Big
talking about the
C.
champ.
Who? He's fired, isn't he?
Yeah, you fired over.
Come on, you still got to show some respect. The poor guy.
Oh yeah, of course. But the reality is, we don't have anyone active, and besides you, and that in
What
high command.
What about what? Because command can't do anything.
No, what did I just say? All I
Okay.
said was he's more active than our high
Right.
command, which is true.
Right. Well, thank God we have command members who can do pretty much the same thing.
Like Sergeant Dan Failey.
I meant in our department, not that one, because he has shown over and over again he does not know how to do his job as a command member or a leader in any capacity. Proven by the Ingvar case and now this. Look, I get this is the
They
first
also
thing that Dan
promoted
needs
the
to
chicken
do.
nugget.
What?
Yeah. And I saw Winston was a sergeant as well.
Chicken nut? Winston is a chicken nut. What was that?
He doesn't have an arm.
Yeah.
I think he's making
Yeah.
fun of his arm.
Okay, but doesn't well technically Cooper, wouldn't he have to have no arms to be called a chicken nugget?
I mean, with how
No
often
limbs,
he's
I
in the
would
hospital.
think.
Oh, that's true.
He's getting close.
Yeah. Okay, well, Winston's around. He's usually I haven't had too many problems. But the first thing that should probably happen is Dan should probably talk to Colt about what happened, figure out what he did, why he did it, get his side of the story as a sergeant, and then if he doesn't like the what he says and why he did it, then he should probably suspend him or strike him or come to us to have the panel. But this is a fairly serious situation regarding assisting a criminal by giving him a gun to shoot
Very
somebody.
serious.
Yeah, that's what I said as well. It's just like
Chicken wing.
this
That's a good
actually
one.
seems
That's
like
it,
something that
Julio.
should go to the docket, in all honesty. Like, with how serious it is.
No,
but-
he should. Well, it could, but he also
Yeah,
has his job on the line.
Yeah.
Those goes to the panel. That's way more important than the docket. The panel gets more done than the docket's gonna get done. The SDSO panel. Yeah.
Okay. We'll try to reach out to Colt, set up a thing probably probably after Christmas. Maybe not, maybe
That's
before
fair.
New Year's, but after Christmas.
I'd say after the holidays entirely, but
Okay.
it doesn't hurt to ask.
You know, the
But if-
quicker we can move on stuff like this, the less it,
Right.
just festers or settles or rots.
Well, Dan's given us 60 days, so we have plenty of time.
We could also ask Ripley if he can help us get a hold of him.
Oh, yep, true.
So,
Oh,
I don't get
well,
it.
that's just,
DuPont's a trooper.
well, there goes Malden's department.
What?
Dan gets promoted and loses DuPont.
Well, that's weird. But honestly, I like DuPont a lot. She was one of the main reasons why, I wouldn't mind going to the VPD. Because if she's
Well, she's gone now.
that's pretty bad.
You know, I was at a meeting last night.
She's still your superior.
Aren't they
Ugh.
like technically our rank
Who?
if they're troopers?
Troopers. No, they're lieutenants.
Well, she's a lieutenant. She's high command. She got promoted to
yeah.
whatever Malton's high command is.
Well, what the hell's high command of troopers called?
High trooper.
I don't know. Captain? I don't know what her rank is going to be as a trooper.
The hell, the troopers are poaching all the good ones.
Isn't that the kind of the point of the
I
troopers?
guess I'm next. Sorry, Big T.
You know, I was at a meeting yesterday, a debrief, something to say, and Malton's department is in shambles.
Of course, they promoted Dan, the sergeant.
No, listen. Dan Shiesty, his assistant chief, went up to the podium, started insulting everyone, and then walked out when people told him he's wrong.
Is he having a? Well, he could be.
the bigger man.
Den,
It's not a good look.
is Den
Not a good
having?
look at all.
What's going on? Is he all right? Is he having like a mental break or something?
Dan or Den?
Den.
Oh, Dan, it was not a good look. Even his own command, gunner, I mean, everyone in the room disagreed with him, and then he walked out all mad and called us all idiots. Not a good look. Not a good look at all.
That sounds like something I would do.
Huh. What do you insult them about?
You didn't hear him? He said he called them all idiots.
Why?
Yeah, he was.
I'm asking for a context.
So there was like a shootout at the movie set. You know, typical shit.
Marlo
do
owns
shit.
the movie set.
Yeah, Marlo tried to get past the barriers after being warned several times. And then, you know, in the debrief discussion came up whether he should have been shot or not. He was warned through 311s. He would have warned through.
And Marlo still went through the
Other-
barriers.
He still attempted to try and get through the barriers, yeah.
Attempted? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, he drove his fucking Lambo, you know, slightly over it and trying to get closer and closer. From what it sounds like he was trying to test his little limit.
He should have been
No.
shot. He should have just
Yeah,
just shoot him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Marlo's.
Wait. Was Dan against or for shooting him?
Oh, he was against. He said, "Oh, but if we're gonna get in trouble if that happens, and you know, it's gonna be like a lawsuit and blah blah blah."
No, it isn't.
And everyone else was like, "Befalls on them if they drive through. Befalls on them." And
Maybe he was
then he called us all
questioning the
idiots.
morality of it because obviously, because of the new legislation, he can't possibly sue anyone. But maybe he was just questioning the morality of the legislation.
Yeah, but that's something you'd have to take up with the DOJ, not be mad at us for, you know.
Yeah, it's called deflecting.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get frustrated and mad. You got a last shout like, Big T, you stink. And then you leave. Maybe once the dust settles, he'll apologize and be the bigger man about it. But
I heard the meeting today wasn't good either. Or were you talking about the meeting today? Because DuPont said, I saw DuPont earlier, and she said this was the first day ever I wished I was at your meeting. It was awful.
Oof. Our meeting was amazing. There was no pooper. I popped off. I rallied the troops.
Dude, for what?
Why are you so upset? Why are you?
Oh, I have
actually
something
happy
for
I
you
wasn't there,
guys.
you asshole.
You guys, look, you guys should need to get along. I got something for each of you.
I'm gonna text DuPont instead
I've
of
been trying
You
for the
should.
past year.
There you go. For you guys.
Maybe if you used something other than butter product for your hair, you'd be more approachable. Where's my
I've been
contact?
trying to get along with you like fuck for a
Alright.
year. What do you mean?
What is this? Oh, that's. Do I have DuPont's number? DuPont and I's text messages are hilarious. Actually, let me see if I can. Let me see. She used to tried to frame me way back when. Is this it? Let's see where it is.
Oh, a Christmas card. How nice.
Oh, this is it.
Bah humbug.
She tried to frame
Merry
me.
Christmas to you too, Big T.
What the f-
Merry Christmas from our family to yours. Is that John Copp?
Yeah.
Now, one
How's,
of
he,
them's
how's,
Elvis.
how's John doing?
Last I saw him, he jumped into the ocean. I think he missed the island. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be. I don't know. Hopefully he didn't drown. I
don't know
tried
if
to
it's like
chase.
the angle, but you don't look anything like this.
Huh?
Yeah, you look way more like suave and handsome, but I think it might be the angle because you don't look.
Yeah,
like
that's definitely the angle.
I think it's the angle.
Well, that's not true. Of
Well, thank you, Big T. I appreciate this.
course.
Although I have no one and nobody to spend Christmas.
Where's
with,
Manny?
Did she break out?
Manny, where'd she go?
You could have a wonderful Christmas with Manny. I'm sure she'd love to have a nice, wonderful Christmas dinner with you. And
Did you forget the code of the padlock?
No, she should still be in the closet, but sometimes when I get home, she's missing. So what's that about?
probably needs to maybe use the bathroom or not sit in a closet all day. She's not kept there against her will, right?
No. Of course not.
Okay.
Oh,
Depends. If she's in timeout,
How does she get into timeout?
talks too much. Talks too much. Specifically during Wheel of Fortune. Specifically during Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
You know, I mean, it's one thing for her to talk a lot, but when she talks so much and it's during like, you know, the big moment.
Don't worry.
it just
Elena
doesn't-
absolutely smokes
save it
his
for the-
ass.
Save it for the commercials. What are you doing?
He's just lucky she's not here.
All right, that's it.
how long
cool.
is
Take
the
a
timeout?
5 minutes.
Not a good look, Silas.
Oh,
Manny's fantastic.
Anyways, thank you for the card.
Of course.
I wanted to get everyone a little something, but I'm just so busy. You know?
Yeah. I understand.
yeah, same.
I'd, you know. But yeah, thanks, Amy. You know, now that DuPont isn't in that VPD, I mean, what's Molly gonna do?
Well,
Offer
look
me a
at-
captain's position now.
knowing Mom,
I
he's probably gonna try
didn't know
and
you
poach
were all
people.
about rank. You know,
Well, here's the thing, Big T. What do you mean I'm all about rank? Isn't that the point? Is to make ranks mean something? It's fine to not
You've
care
made
about getting
sergeant
promoted or
means something.
no, it doesn't. In this department, it does, but in the grand scheme of things in the UPD, no, it doesn't. Dan is now a sergeant, and if one day I want to have my own department in the VPD, I need more experience than just being a sergeant.
What do you mean you're going to make your own department in the VPD? Think Malton's going to fail so you
My
can take it
dream
over?
Is to make the well, you know, my dream is always to make the VPD a reality, and then Malton stole my dream.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like a good, like the biggest reason not to join him?
Yeah.
Stole your
Well, we
idea.
helped you facilitate it in another way with the BTF.
Right, but the BTF is
Oh.
just a unit at the end of the day, and
Right. Okay.
BTF becoming its own department is a dream. And in order to have my own department, I need more experience. I can't just have a bunch of sergeant experience and then poof one day become director of the VPD with my vice director. You know,
Huh?
So, do you realize that we kind of just fill the slots of one another departments as lieutenant, anyways, right? Like it doesn't really matter. It's just a name. Like it really doesn't really matter.
I don't think he knows what he's saying right now. Pretty sure you have all the freedom in the world to do whatever you want, Silas. I think that doesn't change.
yeah, you don't change, Pooper. That's your problem.
What?
Well, here's the thing.
So, what were we
If
talking
we-
I've
about?
changed a lot.
Here's the thing about this lieutenant thing. If we promote some people to lieutenant, then we need one for each shift. And we have a couple sergeants here. We have a sergeant
Oh,
in
that's easy. Metzger
shift
for
one.
shift 2. I'm shift 1.
and
We
You complain
abandoned
about Metzger.
shift-
You complain
if we have to
about
promote
Metzger.
Silas to lieutenant, then we might have to
No.
promote.
Wrong.
Oh, come on, Silas. Come on.
Lieutenants are saved and reserved for legacy
Oh.
positions, as Big T likes to call them. And
Oh,
you're not
okay.
legacy. You're new. You're new school.
Well,
Do you
what if we
realize
changed it
I
up?
joined like a couple
Metzger's
of
basically
weeks-
shift 3, so it would be we would need a shift 2 one, so it would have to
Oh.
be the most senior of each. So if you
Oh, Silas, we'll be brothers in
want
arms
a lieutenant,
again.
then you guys would you and Cooper would then be. Is that what you want?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Then you can do your lieutenant duties as right now. No one's holding you back from doing anything.
Well, one of these days when I'm directing the VPD, I'm gonna look down on you.
Well,
he was slightly higher ranked than you.
Oh yeah, I didn't think that went through.
Okay. What? You might get your wish if Den is having a breakdown or something. So
yeah, Den's not. I mean, here's the thing.
I might give him a
same
call.
thing
Make
I
sure he's
talked about
okay.
when it came to you, Big T, is you needed to grow into your role. You still have. I think you're still not there yet. You're. Den needs a lot more. I think he's just new to it. I don't think he knows how to handle the situation.
I'm still growing into it.
What you think you've reached your peak? You have no room to grow? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm at the tippy top, but I'm
but you
only
you can
halfway.
Still, you have to. You always have to be improving. Keep on improving. KOI. You got to be coy, Big T. Always be coy.
Yeah, there's always gear score to gain.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying that you're the perfect sheriff, that means you can only get worse. But that's not true. You know you're going to get better and better and better as you do share, watch over the department and stuff. I mean, even now, your idea of promoting people to lieutenant who deserve it instead of keeping it as a legacy position, which doesn't even make any fucking sense, because all that means you're going to keep people who don't come around anymore a higher rank than us because they did things they were really good back in the day. Doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you're getting there, Big T.
Did he go rap gotchas?
Okay. That's fine. I didn't know that you base your importance and your rank on what the other bozo departments are doing. So I guess we should just make like 6 other ranks.
I wish people would see us and go, wow, that's how you do it.
Right.
But that's
Can't
not
you
the
be
case.
happy
It's
with that?
annoying me. No, because that means
So
we failed.
Okay. I told you this, Silas, that this is exactly what's gonna happen. I warned you. Remember when you had this idea?
But Dan Faley getting sergeant. I mean, Gunnarsson to assistant, Dan Faley to sergeant. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
And a chicken nugget.
He's,
if
anything, it's a chicken wing because he's got one arm, Cooper. He's not a chicken nugget.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna
Listen,
know that
a
one
chicken
down.
nugget
Chicken
guy.
wing.
I don't know what he. I mean,
There you go, Dulio.
I don't know
that was
enough
for you.
about him to talk shit.
If you're still here, credit
Dan,
to
I can talk
Dulio.
shit. Other Gunnarsson, I can talk shit.
Right.
One-armed guy. He's SCU, so I obviously don't like him.
Well, he helped
What
you.
department is he?
He helped Sticks.
What department is he?
VPD.
I think he's
What the
VPD.
fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
Why are they
all of
hiring?
them were
Whatever.
VPD.
Malton's fucked.
Look,
His best
Silas,
captain. Now what does he have?
Silas, why are you worried
Bundy.
so much about everybody else? Why don't you just keep doing all the great things that you're doing? You get
Because I see us
right
as I still think the UPD is worth saving, but it's hard to do when everyone is so fucking stupid.
Well, here's the deal,
and
Silas.
they make
Listen,
huge mistakes.
that's a noble cause, but here's the thing. Listen, if the other departments are all stinking it up, they're not going to survive. What happens? You know who is going to survive? Us. And you know what happens when the dust settles? We come out on top. And then we do prevail. And then our ideologies do prevail. And the way we did things show that we did it right.
I mean,
And then everyone has to look at
us.
us and go, you know what? They did it right.
Yeah, but now you're thinking like me. It's like a pipe dream. Like, yeah, I'd love for that to happen. And then when people say, oh, you guys did it right, can I join? And then you're like, yeah, sure. Here, take Silas's sergeant position.
What? What are you
All right,
talking? Huh?
Anyways.
Who?
What? Wait a second.
How many people have
I
transferred?
may or may not be talking about Pooper.
I didn't take your sergeant position.
You didn't even
I'm a
take
different shift than you are.
Yeah.
Tainted it.
How did I take
How
it?
did
I
he
was already
take
a
it?
sergeant.
Let's see. Who's the sergeant on duty right now?
Me, Pooper. Roy
Okay.
might still be on duty.
Let's see. There's Winston Walker. Okay, sure. Ruger Daniels.
Ruger's a sergeant?
Believe so.
Yeah, he got
Jesus
promoted
fucking
at the
Christ.
same time.
Hardcastle.
It was, the cadet as
Dan
well, yeah.
Faley.
I mean, that's just a line of dog shit. And I gotta. Oh yeah, sergeant means something. Yeah, sure.
It means something to us. And isn't that all that matters? Who gives a shit about what the other people think? Because we didn't hire them. We don't, you know. I mean, we got to work together with
they
them.
still
But
exist, and you still
Okay,
gotta
are
work
they-
with these guys.
okay,
I can't wait till Dan says something to me about being, you know, hey, I'm a sergeant too, Silence. Look at me, I'm Dan Faley. Anyways, I'm posting this to the docket later.
because I don't know how to do anything as my job. I didn't even know how to suspend him. I didn't even talk to him. I didn't even give him strike points. I just had to go and talk to somebody else and put it on the docket like the coward I am. Because I don't know how to do my job as a leader and in a command position, proven over and over again.
Well, there you go. I mean, if Malton had any sense, he would
What
immediately
the hell just happened
demote
to
the
Big
guy.
T?
I'm sorry, I want to see everyone thrive. Pardon the word.
Oh,
Sorry, let me rephrase. I'm sorry, I want to see the UPD as a whole succeed,
well,
not
much
just
better, much
us.
better.
Now, do I want to see Gunnarsson fail? Yes. Do I want to see Malton fail? No. I want Malton to do great. Again, the VPD's my idea, and one day I will be leading it. But right now, I don't have what it takes.
What? What do you mean?
What are you on about?
Right now, I don't have what it takes. I need more experience as a sergeant, and then one day I'm going to need experience as a lieutenant, and one day I'm going to need experience
What's
as a
the-
captain.
What is
And
what
then one
experience?
day-
What's the lieutenant position give you experience in?
Being a lieutenant.
Okay, what does that entail? That's different than what
Having,
you do.
being able to delegate to sergeants. And
Okay,
being
well,
above
there's only
trooper.
like 3 or 4 sergeants in our department, so you would be delegating to everybody anyway. So you would just want to delegate to Roy and Cooper?
Well, then you tell me, what's the difference between a sergeant and a lieutenant? Besides
That's my point.
being a division lead, of course.
Well, that dream went out the window a long time ago. That was always the dream of how things
But
went.
then you could still bring it back if that's if you agree with
Silas,
that.
Yeah,
you're the
but we're
sheriff.
not. Listen, we're not. We're all. There's so many different departments that being a division lead means nothing anymore.
Yeah, everyone.
Name all the
listen,
divisions.
No, listen,
within the
Silas.
UPD.
All the divisions, most of them are gone to the troopers. It's literally impossible.
There's the BTF and the SCU and the SRU and the HVTU. That's
Okay.
4 divisions. right?
SRU is run by the troopers.
There you go. So I should
SCU.
be a trooper then.
You want to run the SRU?
There's not even a lot of divisions, so I don't know what your argument is. It won't. Nothing will really like.
Silas, you want to know how I see it?
I mean, not really, but go ahead.
We're basically already at a position where, like, if you consider what lieutenants were, they were also watch
Isn't that my
commanders.
argument?
We're basically watch commanders of our
Exactly.
shifts.
So why aren't we lieutenants?
It's just a name.
Because Watch Commander
it's
was
just a name.
was taken
That's
out.
what Mullen said. Mullen said I should be the watch commander of his department for shift 1, and I said,
What does
I
that
don't know.
mean?
You have Bundy as a captain.
What does that mean? The Watch Commander of
Lieutenant,
his own.
watch
shi-
commander
You know
of
why
shift 1.
Watch Commanders worked when there was a Watch Commander for basically the whole shift. But if you're gonna have 3 different Watch Commanders for all different departments who have all different ideas on how to do things, they're all gonna clash and it's gonna be problems.
Wait, he doesn't have one though.
Right, because it wouldn't. If he does have one, it's just gonna be confusing. It's just another faceless
You don't
title
like
that
watch
doesn't mean anything.
commanders at all. You're not a fan.
I
of
did
watch.
like Watch Commanders, but it's impossible to do it anymore because we have too many departments. It made a lot of sense when it was just the LSPD and the BCSO that we could come together, pick one person who could help run the shift with the sergeants underneath them. That was great. That's why lieutenants
Now you're
happened.
going back on what you said about being
And
our
that
own
shit was
department and not
great.
having to worry about what the other departments are doing.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that doesn't work anymore. I'm saying that's true. We have to worry about ourselves now. There's no point in having a watch commander that's only going to be a watch commander for your department.
Why not?
Because what happens about everybody else on shift? Then you have to promote people because you have to battle it out against their watch commander. And then it's an us versus them. It's like a war between other departments. Because it's like, wait a minute, I don't like that guy as the watch commander. I don't want them leading this. So I got to pick somebody that I want to lead it.
Is that even watch commander exclusive? I feel like that's just people in general who will get mad because they're a higher rank than you.
Yeah. Well, that's true, but oh, Casterman's gone
you lost
too.
another one. That's another one. A big hit for Mom.
I mean, this is my chance to rise in the ranks and take over the VPD.
Well, you'd have to work with Dan.
Well, it's part of the deal. All right, Mullen, I'll join as a captain, but Dan needs to be fired.
You know, sometimes what captain work usually entails, right? You're gonna have to put in a lot more hours.
Liar.
Oh yeah, you are.
Listen, who put in more hours back when he had his job? Me or Svensson?
Overall?
Yes. What do you mean overall? When he got promoted, how about that? Since he got promoted to captain.
Probably Owen, because stuff on the back end he helps with a lot too.
So you're talking about back end.
Oh yeah, you're always on the job as a captain.
You don't know, I do back end stuff too.
Okay.
I send emails.
When was to who? Who'd you send your last email to?
I think it was to Roy.
Okay.
Yeah. I had, I'm just saying, I don't know about that one. And I'm around a lot. I'm around the entire shift, essentially. I just don't, if I'm shift 1, I don't see why I would have to even touch shift 2 with, and I wouldn't.
Right.
Look, I just got an email from Riggs.
Okay, what was it?
Doesn't say anything, but it just,
it's
just sent me an email for some
sent you a
reason.
blank one? Can you ask him if he's okay?
Nah,
Send the one back. What do you mean? He just sent you a blank. He'll probably send another one with a. He probably was an accident.
I mean, I deal with carrier pigeons too. You have no idea how annoying it is to communicate with our admitted.
I don't know why you keep doing that. He knows what a telephone is. He calls me all the time.
Yeah, but it's
Hello,
because
operator. Patch me up to Toretti. I'm like, no, Wally, it's me. There is no operator. It's just me now.
Yeah, well, he's used to using it. I like to make people comfortable. That's the problem, Big T, is you're not really a people person, if I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I'm not a people person.
Not really.
I'm not a people person because I don't have Wally send carrier pigeons.
Well, sometimes I'll sit down with my Silas Grimmer office hours, and then people will show up and say, Big T just doesn't care. And there you are, Silas, with the machete, and you are carving the future.
Who said that?
Of the SDSO.
Who said that?
Better question. Who hasn't said that?
Name one person that
got
said
a
that.
second email from Riggs Halp in Donger. That doesn't make sense.
What?
That's nonsensical. Maybe you should use spell check next time.
Oh.
Anyways, even
must
if
have got
it's
a
not
new keyboard.
Even though it's not however you want to call it, efficient or optimal, as long as it makes our deputies feel better, I don't see a reason why we can't do stuff like respond to Wally's carrier pigeons with a carrier pigeon every now and then.
Is that what he prefers?
Got another email from Roy the Boy.
Okay.
Gatekeep flop.
Oh, that's a good
I'm in
one.
there
That's
trying.
a good one.
I'm in there trying, Roy.
What better way to gatekeep flop than to have him in our own department?
That's what I said.
That's true.
When is he coming around for that interview?
He's working a case that he can't swap yet for because it would look bad.
Huh. Okay.
Hey, Big T, did Mullen talk to you about I forgot what he called it. He was like, "Oh, I got an idea." He's like, "I got an idea. It's gonna be a what? Congratulations, but I will miss 402." Can people just use their phones? Anyways, talk about the liaison position between departments.
A liaison position?
Yeah, did he talk to you about that?
No. What does that do?
Essentially, it's like you're being part of both departments, and you're like the tie between it. because I think he just thinks the other departments are shit, and he only wants to really focus on the relationship between the SDSO and the VPD. However, Dan, being a sergeant, is
Right.
Hold on. My dad just sent me an email. Never let them see you swing in the locker room.
What?
I don't know what this is. I'm not reading.
What are you slinging?
I want to hear what your dad has to say. What was it?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Please, let me hear it.
Yeah,
My
keep
dad's
going.
always high on meth. I don't know why he never let them see you swing in the locker room. You may die, but they not catching you with the hose because they are not ready for me or you.
Oh,
I
wise
don't know what
words.
this means.
I-
And I got an email from DuPont. Thank you, Silas. I appreciate you very much.
Okay. All right. Well, it's nice to hear from your dad. I'm guessing.
No, I hate it when he fucking emails me this nonsense.
I think it's kind of sweet. I mean, he's trying to give you some advice. I mean, it's not great advice. He's belligerent, but I mean, at least he's thinking about you. Just never get.
Yeah.
I bet
Caught
it's an
slinging.
insult. He always insults me.
Oh, is
I
it
mean,
an
I
insult?
think the advice.
Yes.
The
He
advice you
hates
said
that I
at the
became a
eulogy
cop.
was
He
really
fucking
good.
hates my guts. He calls me Silas the pig shit Grimmer all the time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I told you,
why?
he's a miserable piece of shit.
Why are
But
you?
sometimes I feel like
pig
talking to
shit?
my dad, and he always lets me down. So,
Well, you know who would never let you down, Silas?
right, you're right. Big
Me.
you.
Wait, what were you about to say, Silas?
Because you know, anybody else, who else could you be even? Who would let? I mean, look what's happened. Malton promoted Dan. He's trying to poach people from our department. He's took over the name of the department that you wanted. I mean, he let you down big time. But me, I'm right here next to you. Anytime you need anything, I got you.
I mean,
your Christmas card.
Sometimes you're just going
Yeah,
until the fucking, hours.
Well, that's because I could trust to know that you are going to make sure that everything's running smooth as ice.
Well, I got a question for you. If you were in Malton's position and someone wanted to promote Dan, would you allow it because you trust in your command and high command, or would you instantly overturn it and deny the promotion?
Are we talking about with the information that I know about how Dan acts and the things that happens?
Yeah, you have information. Yeah.
Okay, then
you also know your captain is really pushing for it,
right,
and thinks he deserves it.
No, I would have to step in.
You'd have to step in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I would.
Dan transfer
But here's
like,
the thing.
a week ago.
I would hope that the people I put in the position are people I could trust, and they won't make crazy batshit decisions like promoting Dan to sergeant after he just tried to put a cop in jail instead of punishing him internally.
I'm also pretty sure he got corporal and then transferred it. And now, 2 weeks later, he's a sergeant.
Pretty sure I saw Dan execute a man next to the apartments near Pillbox and then clean up the evidence.
Why didn't you do anything about it?
I told both Brian, Den, not sure who else was there, but I told Brian and Den, who's in his department. They said, "Oh no, it's all good."
I can't believe Bundy's a captain.
He's been a captain forever.
Yeah, don't get me. Yeah, I know, an idiot. Captain of what, though? Captain of what, though?
Well, I mean, captains are, whatever too.
You think every rank is whatever, when
It's not
really
true.
you should. You're too. You know what the problem is you don't care enough about ranks because you think it's fine. You do the rank. You do this. You got the freedom to do this.
Right.
So ranks don't mean anything to you either. Then, if you're going to act like that,
No, they do mean something to me.
No, you just said it
But
doesn't
we
matter
need
because what
let-
would change?
because I
Ain't,
put
it
people
won't
in.
even change.
Yeah, nothing.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Yeah, because it's true. You said you need experience as a lieutenant, and I just told you what's the difference, and you were like, "Oh, there isn't any."
Well, then define a difference. You're the sheriff.
So you want to put in a rank just because,
Do
so
you
I
think-
can define
well,
it.
Do you think lieutenant
because-
is a worthless position then?
Now that there's captains, they make the ranks above it and below, or the ranks below it, less important, because captains are basically super command, right? Who
High command. I don't know what super command. What is that?
Well, they're basically lieutenants with high command status, right? Because they're usually going to be captains are usually acting a little different than both the undersheriff or the assistant chief and the chief or the sheriff, right? Because they're the ones who are taking an overall approach to things. And then the captains are usually the people on the field that are basically just lieutenants and sergeants with more power than both of them that do the same thing, right?
So you're saying lieutenant doesn't mean anything right now because we don't have an active captain?
No, I'd say it doesn't mean anything regardless.
I mean, he's got a point.
So it's a worthless
it's
rank.
Yes, it's basically just
Why
sergeant,
is it a
but a
thing?
different
Why is
name.
it a thing then?
It's just sergeant, but a different name. You know, that's how I see it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I think that's kind of bad on you, Big T, for not having it. You know, you should identify the rank and make it more meaningful than just saying doesn't matter. The rank is pretty shit. And then saying captain is just lieutenant plus is also kind of weak too. If you want ranks to mean something, then you need to make the ranks mean something. You can't just say lieutenant is shit and captain is just lieutenant plus. Then you're admitting the ranks don't matter.
No, I'm admitting that if you bloat certain ranks at the higher point, it makes no sense. It should be like a pyramid, right? As you go up, there should be less people, not more. You shouldn't have just as many captains as you do sergeants and lieutenants.
Work, and you don't want to be a pyramid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I agree. But you're bloating up the sergeant role.
Who am I bloating the sergeant role with?
Well, you got 3 sergeants.
Right.
You got a couple of, I mean, you know, I don't know what, poor Willie got shafted.
He's getting promoted.
He's probably next in line.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'll have like 5 sergeants,
Right.
no lieutenant, no captain, an undersheriff who comes around once a month.
You're coming at Big
Whoa,
C?
that's the Big C.
That's the
can't
2-time.
do
That's
that to
Big
Big
C.
C.
But I mean, well, should I not question?
Do you need him
I
on
should
duty
question.
patrolling? Do you need the undersheriff on duty patrolling?
I think
to
it'd
do
be
what he
nice
needs
to
to
have
do?
a active undersheriff.
To do what?
It helps
To
with
do what-
morale.
To do what
and
you...
it helps to know he has my back in case I.
You know what having more active high command and does for command? It makes them useless. The more active the people are...
Not if the high command delegates correctly.
But they
It
don't.
says, this is not
Because
my-
that's
this
not
is-
what
this is
captains ever
beneath
do.
me.
Because
Then
then you know
we
what
will do
happens?
it. Then you will do it. What do you mean? That's not a what? Doesn't sound like my problem. If the undersheriff, if Big C was active and constantly took everyone's complaints and never asked for command to do anything, that's Big C's fault.
Okay,
But if
then what do
Big
you need
C's
him around
and
for?
active,
You want him
and
as a
people are talking-
mascot?
No, that's not what I said at all.
What do you want him for?
An active undersheriff improves morale, and it's nice to know he'll have my back in case I need an undersheriff to help me out. Say they're, assist Den. Everyone knows, Den. I'm not going to talk shit to Den. He's new. If he does something stupid and me and him get in a scuffle, and you know me, I'm probably going to talk shit and get, sent off duty.
Right.
Like, I want that. But, in another case, it's like, I can't do anything. Who do I go to? Good thing my undersheriff's around. He can help me out. But now I think, no, I have to go straight to Big T because I know Big C ain't around.
What if I'm not around?
Well, I'm not going to say, it's just unfortunate.
Ooh, with the
'Cause
16.
You're around all the time. I'm not going to say you're not. You're around all the time.
The 16 gifties
So if you're not around, it's just
from T-Rex and
unfortunate. But
that.
Big C, I'm not going to even expect him to be around because he's not. That's the 2-time. I love Big C.
Okay.
I just wish he was more active. I think the undersheriff should be more active than Big C is. I'm not saying they need to be around every day. Hell, even maybe once a week is good enough for the undersheriff.
Ooh, thank you for
But-
gifting a sub to T-Rex and app.
That's what I think.
Okay. I think you're every much capable of doing everything that we do. And if you ever need someone to back you up, You know, you could always send a quick little email. We can be there to help you. I'm sure if you needed Big C for anything, he would have your back.
All right, if you say so.
But
I don't.
if we're
I'm
gonna
not
keep
s-
getting more sergeants, then maybe we need to get this lieutenant rank. But the only reason this is even a question is because other departments have it. Imagine if we all got rid of the lieutenants, then this wouldn't even be an issue, right? It's because a bunch of departments have a bunch of random ranks, right? So then we have
Then get rid of
departments.
lieutenant. If you don't like it, get rid of it.
I could.
That's just what I would do in your shoes. If you don't like the rank or you think a rank is kind of worthless, there's not much of a difference, then just change it. I mean, you're the sheriff.
I look at Metzger as more of an advisor, right? He helps out a lot with, you know, when we have issues or we have like overarching issues with the department or the police department, and I need to ask him some questions. He's always there, and he's always good to bounce ideas off. That's why
Sounds
he's
like
kind of
an
important.
assistant.
No, he's an advisor. He's like a consultant. You know, those guys.
That doesn't scream
Experts.
lieutenant to me at all, but it sounds like he's your. I mean, advisor is an advisor.
Consigliere.
It's not lieutenant, unless you want lieutenant to mean advisor.
Well, technically, all of high command are your advisors, right? Or command,
Yeah, so I don't
or
know.
how I
Or
treat all of
council.
my command. I'm also advisors for a lot of things. For big issues like the big ones, it's usually high command. But for everything else,
Right.
command is also advisors.
Do you think it's okay that we have the only lieutenant in our department is inactive?
Does that really bother you that much about
Well,
this
I'm
guy?
asking you. Does it so it doesn't bother you?
He's not inactive. He comes around later at night because he's a shift 3, shift 2, shift 3.
He's not inactive.
But he's on paid leave right now because he had a very exciting thing happen,
Yeah.
and he's dealing with that for the next week or so.
Sure.
But he comes around at night.
All right. I guess I mean I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just saying, yeah, I wouldn't know.
So who would you be if you were a lieutenant in shift 1? Who would you be delegating to?
So the way I would see it is, if I was the lieutenant of shift 1, I mean, Roy is what's
Shift 2.
Roy's shift?
Shift.
Oh,
yeah.
is he?
Yeah.
Then I'd have to
Same with
promote my
Willie.
own sergeant.
You think you know somebody who you would promote to sergeant? Don't you
Oh,
dare
yeah,
say Sticks.
I got a
No,
good,
Sticks cannot
Oh,
be
here we
promoted to
go
I got a
sergeant.
good idea.
He can't. I love Sticks, but he can't be a sergeant, Silas.
Oh, but Dead Shiesty could be assisted to the whatever different.
That wasn't my.
I'd have to take. You know, listen, I'd have to take a look. You know, I'd have to scratch my chin.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I would probably do is secretly pick someone who I think has potential,
Right.
and kind of train them without them really knowing what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Yep, that's what I did as well. It works well.
So you want to do it? You want to be promoted to lieutenant before we have a need for lieutenant? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying,
Because the lieutenant role only makes sense if you have people underneath you to
yeah,
be
but
a
you know,
lieutenant
there's also
for.
a lot of crossover. A lot of the times, there's going to be
Do you
Cooper,
cross
me,
over?
Roy, hopefully one day Willie.
So you want to be lieutenant of Cooper?
No, because all I'm saying is, like, if we're talking about something, right? Like, say we're in a discussion and we're kind of like at a split decision, and it's, me, you, Big C might be around. I mean, who am I kidding? Never mind. Metzger might be around. Wait, who am I kidding? Never mind. Roy, hopefully Willie. And it's like, well, what do we do? Well, I'm the lieutenant. I'm going to make a decision because we all know Big T's not going to do it.
Okay. And you can't do that now?
No, because you're going to say, shut up, Silas.
Why would be different if you were a lieutenant?
you
I'm
would
still
do
your
the-
boss.
You're going to say, all right, LT, say less,
Well-
LT. Then you're going to say, I wish I was as cool as Silas.
Somebody's gotten to your head, Silas.
Everyone.
You need
Everyone
to stop
hypes me
letting
up, Big
people
T.
get. Everyone needs. You need to
Back in
stop
the
letting
day,
these people get to
Fred-
you.
Fred wanted me to be sergeant when I was a
Right.
senior officer.
Imagine. Okay.
Silas, they
Sure.
do that all
What
the
happened to
time.
Gable? He thought he was promised the world. The grass is greener on the other side. You know what happened? He went there.
This was
It
different.
sucked.
This was an offer. This wasn't a promise. This was like an offer. It's like what Malton's doing. It's an offer.
Right. Right.
I was
You think he
it
would
was
have
the
actually
thing
given
that's-
it to you? You think you
course.
would have been just? You
Fred
think you
loves
wouldn't
me.
be forgotten?
Oh, Fred loves
You would be
me.
just another one. You'd just be another sergeant in that
No, I
department
would
with
probably be
20
a
sergeants.
Enforcer.
Or you'd be another
one-
enforcer.
No, that's a corporal.
That's a
corporal.
no,
yeah.
Well, I
corporal's
don't
a
know the
corporal.
ranking system. so I
Exactly,
can't
because there's
say-
too many.
I can't give you. Obviously, I would not like the CPD changes.
And then
I
you'd be
would've
another
gotten mad
lieutenant,
about
and
it.
there are tons of lieutenants if you were a lieutenant.
I'd be way higher than them.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
and
you'd be
you also
another
have to listen
captain
to
with all the
Grand
other
Marshal,
captains.
To be honest.
Okay, so you would be above Pred. You would be Pred.
Well, I don't know the ranks. I don't know the
Oh.
ranks.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
there's like marshal, there's general marshal, there's vice
Dog
general
shit.
marshal,
Obviously,
there's
I'd get
major
mad that
general marshal.
Pred, this is fucking stupid. But yeah, I'd definitely be I'd be up there. Pred fucking loves me. He loves the BTF. He says, Silas, you're one of the greatest guys
Right.
I've ever met. I wish I
Okay.
was more
Well, you
like
get the same. You have probably the exact same amount of power as you'd have over there, with nobody else to even question anything you say or decide besides the boss himself. So that's pretty much what you have here,
Well, then
Silas.
but I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I am higher ranked than
Okay.
Dan.
Okay, so this
Can't
is
do
about
that right
It's
Dan.
now.
about Dan Faley.
Can't do that.
So you
right
want me
now.
to spite promote just because
Oh,
Dan got
that's what I'm
promoted?
saying.
So this is an arms race.
I'm just saying, with all these people leading departments coming to me begging, even Gunnarsson was like, we need a lieutenant in my department, Silas. And I said, stick it in your ears, Gunnarsson. Maul's offering it to me. I'm getting offers out the wazoo. All right.
I mean,
I'm just saying it's a little
Silas.
weird.
I don't trust it. You've gotten them, I've gotten them. Who else have they promised shit to?
I've gotten like 7. So I don't know about you.
I don't remember
There's 7
ever.
departments?
Listen, Silas, I don't remember ever trying to poach people for our department. I think most people came to us, but I did have to, ask
Did you
people to
unite?
swap
Yeah.
because it was when we first started, and I understand that. I think it's a little more difficult here, but I wouldn't try to, put in trade offers. So I wouldn't do that. I just said, hey, I'm making a new department. If you want to come over. But who did? I don't even know who you would be talking about.
Well, I'll tell you who didn't do that.
And then you would just be exactly what you hated the most, Silas.
How?
Because you would take an offer from another department that you didn't.
No, wait. What do you think I was talking about?
Well, you
when
were-
when
you-
the
you've
SDSO
been
was
talking-
first started, who was the
Right.
first person in that door saying, "I'll join"?
Believe it was. I mean, you were pretty. You were.
I think I was the
pretty quick.
second.
Yeah, Pike might have been the first.
No, I think it was Brian. If I remember correctly, Brian talked to you about something, and then I walked in. But who wasn't waiting that day to talk to you? That's
A long
right,
Time ago.
Pooper.
What? I
I
couldn't
think
transfer
case
even
in
if I
point.
wanted to.
Okay, so you want
I
to
know.
be Cooper in Malton's department,
Well, all I'm saying is,
and you want to get a promotion
the
instead of being
people who wanted
demoted.
to help you build this.
So you want to
department.
be what everything you've hated.
No. This is different.
Somebody's
This is
screaming
completely
outside.
different.
Wait.
How dare you, Big T?
Is that Flop? Somebody's screaming. They need.
Puppy.
There's EMS there. Let him be. Let him be. There's 2. He's fine.
You want? Okay. I could have sworn I just heard somebody scream, "I need your help." You hear that?
Oh no, my dad
is
is
that?
fucking spamming me with emails.
Oh no.
Son, keep fighting for LT. Meanwhile, I will be resisting the urge to not listen to the snail in my ear that is telling me to grab the policeman's gun.
Your dad is losing it. Not good. He's
what do you mean
high.
he's losing it? He's lost it.
Oh,
I get these all the time.
That's not good.
I didn't know you talked to your dad about the lieutenant stuff.
Yeah, when I went down to talk to him.
At least
about
he
the,
listens.
I'm surprised he remembers. Yeah. It was when I was talking about Ezra, and he said that nonsensical line that I put in my eulogy for some reason. He asked me what rank I was, and he's like, "Still," and he said, I forgot what he said.
Wait, your own dad burned you that you're still a Sergeant Silas?
Yep.
Ooh.
He said even Dan's a sergeant now.
That is gross. I don't know what that's about. I would was hoping he would get demoted after the Ingvar thing, but
I assumed he would get fired. I mean, we could, you know, I want to hear what Molten has to say about this.
Wait a second.
I think I know.
Did you ask for Dan to be punished, Big T?
Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, I talked to. I
Isn't
did.
like Dan
I
Paley.
respected the chain of command. I talked to DuPont, and I voiced my concerns and said that I think that he should be removed of his corporal position. And I am was waiting a response. Didn't get one, so I was going to probably talk to Malton next time I saw him. But usually the only time I see Malton is when he's
They spite promoted him.
maybe. I don't know why he's doing that.
Yeah, I don't, that doesn't sound like a Molten thing to do. I think I know what happened. I think someone recommended, or someone in his high command wanted Dan promoted, and Malton is not one to overturn his high command's decisions. So even though he didn't like it, he didn't do anything about it. He said, "All right, if you
He's
you
the
think he makes
boss."
good search, go ahead." Yeah, but he's the boss, right? If he has these high command people in it for a reason. If I was leading my own department, and for an example, I had Pooper as my captain, and Pooper wanted to promote Willie to sergeant, why do I have Pooper as my high command if I'm going to overturn everything he does? Then I clearly don't trust him. But because I'm the one who put Pooper in that position, I should say, well, you're here for a reason. I'll approve it, even though I don't really see it yet.
Okay, so you have the right to approve or disapprove of something, right?
I mean, you can if you want to. If you want to keep overturning your captains.
What do you mean? Oh,
why do you have them in that position then?
Well, sometimes you need people there, and maybe they're not the perfect fit, and they're not everyone's as lucky as me. But sometimes you have to do that because you're the boss, and
Are
you need to
saying
make decisions.
Svensson doesn't deserve captain?
No, I said not everyone's as lucky as me to have people who are perfect for the position.
I misunderstood.
Jesus, Silas. So, unfortunately, you sometimes got to do stuff like that. Your job is to make sure that everyone's doing their job. If they're doing bonehead things, you sometimes got to make sure that they don't do bonehead things.
You guys think DuPont just knew she was going to get troopers, so before she left, she just promoted Dan to grief?
No, I think Malton griefed us. I think that's it.
Why would Mullen promote Dan? Right, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
It's a direct shot at us.
Because he wanted me and Roy for his department. Why the fuck would he promote Dan?
He's at Malton.
It doesn't make any sense.
He's gonna say whatever it takes.
I want to hear it from him. I want to hear it from the snake's mouth.
Well,
okay.
He's got some splaining to do.
Well, Silas, you see.
Is that it? Or is that the whole impression?
It's pretty good.
I forgot what else he usually says. Like he always says like these few lines he says, but I forgot most of them.
There's a lot of people 10-7 right now. Holy shit.
You should have seen it yesterday. It was bad. Like there were around 40 cops. Usually only 5 of us were patrolling. Surprisingly, it was all SDSO that was patrolling.
Rare.
Yeah, it's not surprising at all, honestly.
Well,
everyone else was stuck in MRPD.
I was gonna call Den, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't feel like talking
Dan
to him
or
today.
Dan?
Den. I was gonna see if how his mental breakdown's going.
Yeesh.
Anyway,
I don't think you should give him. I don't think he should be getting any shit. I think he needs to learn how to do his job because let's be honest, I don't think he deserved his position. I don't think Gunnarsson deserved it either.
Well, then they shouldn't have ran.
I don't think 90% of it.
They did it to Silas. Here's the deal. That's true, but they also did it to themselves. They ran for the position. They wanted the position. So if they weren't ready and they got the position that they asked for, then that's all on them. If they were
Oh, yeah.
given this and they were thrown, if it was thrown at them when they didn't ask for it or try to run or do a bunch of debates or go up there and sling shit at everybody else thinking that they were the right candidate for it, then yeah, it makes sense. But they went up there saying, yeah, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. This is how it's going to work. I'm the best person for this job. And when they fumble the bag, then they should be criticized for it. That's just how it is. When I fumble the bag for something I do, I should be criticized for it. That's
Well,
something
I'm not
that
saying
happens.
don't criticize him. I'm just saying don't think less of the guy for making a mistake. Because who is actually ready? For everyone who ran for chief, was there anyone who was actually ready to be the chief?
Malton.
Oh, yeah, good point. All right, I'll back down. That's why I didn't run.
Wait, which
I
Den are we
wa-
talking
I
about? Dan
wasn't,
Shiesty or Den?
We're talking about Dan.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Let's just call them. Let's just go there. What's his last name?
Shiesty?
Shiesty and Faley, yeah, so we don't get confused. But that's why I didn't run for chief of police. Is one day I will lead the VPD, but I'm not ready. I got a ways to go.
You'll get there, Silas. I don't know if it's going to be as wonderful as you think it will be. So
It's fine. I can take the hits, Big T.
Well,
I
will
can
be
take
suffering.
the hits.
well, it's not about how hard you can get hit.
Yes, it is.
It's about how hard you can hit.
What
So
is this? You want to
start-
rephrase?
start swinging.
Wait. What? That actually made a lot of sense. Thank you, JP.